You want fun? Mario will show you fun in this addicting, candy-colored adventure that brings Mario to the Switch in one of his finest adventures. While the story is exactly what you would expect from the series, the amount of narrative sits comfortably between Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, and the road trip tale of chasing down Bowser to stop his cosmic wedding is a blast. Mario and his new pal Cappy make a really fun duo that act as vehicles for the player, with Bowser being as sinisterly love-struck as ever, and Peach sadly not getting as much character, but her lack of character is made up with Pauline. You'll also meet plenty of wonderful side characters in each of the kingdoms, with everyone bringing their own charm. Sadly, outside of being a fun variety of encounters and different appearances, the Brutals don't have as much sticking power as some of the other series' mainstay baddies. The gameplay is exactly what you know and love about the series, and then some. Jump on enemies, collect coins for the in-game stores, and naturally solve different platforming challenges and puzzles to unlock moons, as you make your way across 14 majorly gorgeous and almost constantly changing levels. But this isn't just your average Mario game, as Cappy is more than just a gimmick, not only allowing you to take over almost any enemy or most random objects laying around, but he also gives Mario quite a few new moves to play with, such as being able to give Mario some extra air control and other gameplay features like that. I also appreciate the fact that this time around, instead of lives, you would only lose 10 gold coins upon death and be sent back to the last checkpoint. Checkpoints also act as fast travel points, which kept the game moving along at a very nice pace. The game is also home to plenty of minigames and side content, from playing slots to treasure hunting to participating in sports or riding around on a moped. The amount of side things to do is absolutely staggering, especially for a Mario title. Well, the controls are like butter. Sadly, sometimes the controls using the tank can be a bit twitchy, and despite having more than enough buttons, some buttons go unused and just do the same moves as the other buttons on the controller, with the game forcing lackluster motion controls on you, which breaks the game and cuts you off from content if you're using a third-party controller without motion support. The game is just lovely to look at, with everything looking crisp and satisfying. Each world is unique, varied in flavor, and never dull for even a second. Every model, save for the crusty and aliased human models and the hyper-realistic Shibu Inu butthole, all look wonderfully detailed, and the 8-bit worlds are a fun distraction to mix up the visuals. The game also runs at a dazzling 60 frames per second and feels as fluid as it should be. I also want to mention all the fun souvenirs you can collect for the Odyssey, and of course the throwback and fan service filled costumes you can purchase and wear. These have absolutely no effect on gameplay past a very basic puzzle in each world, but they were so fun to see Mario wear, especially the Mario 64 graphical outfit. The game sounded extremely pleasing, with lots of high quality effects and a stellar soundtrack that you'll want to listen to on repeat. Not to mention that Jump Up Superstar is just easily the game's best song, which I wish was used as the final song for the game instead of what we got. Not to say that I didn't like the final song, because it was good as well. After you beat the game, there's plenty of new content to go collect and unlock, and it's just really nice that there is so much post-game content as well to keep you playing after you beat the game. And with all that said, Mario Odyssey is a great time, and one game that anyone who owns a Switch should absolutely get, filled with an endless sense of adventure and more content than you might know what to do with. This is definitely a title worth your time, and worthy of being named one of Mario's best adventures. As always, if you want to help support the channel, please consider sharing the video with a friend or checking out my Patreon linked in the description below. A big thank you to my wonderful friend Orion Knight for drawing up these wonderful animation stills of Punish Neat. If you have any comments, questions, or recommendations, leave them in the comments as I read and reply to everything. Until next time, this is Thierry Williamson signing off until the next video. See ya guys!